MSG
is gourmet powder.
Fuyo.
It means it's good. I don't want to know what's inside.
Vincenzo challenged Uncle Roger to make some carbonara, and today Uncle Roger has challenged Vincenzo to make some egg fried rice. We have reached almost 250,000 subs, and I honestly can't thank all of you guys enough. Hopefully one day Uncle Roger will review one of our own videos, or even better, maybe we'll even do a collab together.
Fuyo.
Which I would absolutely love. So before we get going, be sure to help out the video any way that you can possibly, and I appreciate it greatly. Now, let's get started.
Vincenzo, Uncle Roger challenged you to make egg fried rice. It looks simple, but it not.
Today, I am making egg fried rice because Uncle Roger asked me to do that.
Okay, this Italian chef Vincenzo really doing it, but can Italian chef make good egg fried rice, or is he gonna end up making egg fried risotto?
Maybe we'll call out Uncle Roger to make risotto. I think that'd be good.
I am making egg fried rice and he's going to react to this. So I'm gonna make it the most authentic, delicious way.
Oh, he even dressed like me, but Uncle Roger think orange look better on me than him.
Well, both the colors of the t-shirts are a little different. It's not quite the same color. Also, if we take a quick look, it looks like Vincenzo has a lot of egg fried rice that he made. And it actually looks like he's made 2 different types of egg fried rice. Interesting.
Day before or 2 days before you make egg fried rice, you make the rice.
At home, we don't normally have professional kitchen equipment, so using leftover rice is an easier method. But I'm sure in many restaurants that if they do make the rice the day of, that they can stick it in the blast chiller, or at least the fridge, and it will quickly cool the rice down. And a blast chiller is a wonderful piece of equipment. It blasts cold air over the food, and it can quickly chill anything.
You never make the rice on the same day.
Correct. You should treat rice in egg fried rice like how you treat your partner after big argument. Leave them alone for few days. Maybe throw them in fridge. Maybe that's why my ex-wife Auntie Helen left. She found way to escape my fridge.
If he is joking, he has quite the poker face. The logic's a little messed up. I don't think the reason of her leaving was that she escaped. That's the reason why she got out. I think it's the reason that you put her in there to begin with. That's why she didn't come back.
You have to use Chinese rice. But normally Chinese rice comes in big bags of 10 kilos.
Correct. We like to slap them.
Asian grocery store, I spoke to the older lady in there and she said to me,
Vincenzo's cooking the rice with chicken stock.
And she said to me, you don't make fried rice every day. What you need to do, get the Thai rice. I spoke to the older lady in there.
You speak to older lady. I hope she actually worked there. I hope this Vincenzo guy don't just go to random Asian grocery store, speak to random Asian old lady, and go, woman, where the rice? That's the only thing you old Asian lady good for. Answering my rice-based question.
Now, Vincenzo lives in Australia, and I don't know how it is there, but at least here in Spain, and I'm sure in Italy as well, especially in these little towns, when you go to the market, not the supermarket, but the actual market, the area where all the grandmas are at, where they're buying something, is usually the best place to buy things at the market, because they know. Now, when I go to the supermarket, though, it's the opposite. They usually ask me to grab something for them, because, you know, they're not tall enough to reach it, or it may be a little too heavy.
Thai rice look good.
If you're making a risotto, an Italian risotto, we don't wash the rice because we want the starch on the rice. But this is Asian cuisine, okay?
He wash rice, that correct. But his washing rice motion so awkward. Usually we spin our hand around rice bowl like this. But he washing rice like this. What this motion? This motion is what teenagers do in backseat of mom car.
And he had some leftover dirty jokes from the last video.
Cut away skin on the guanciale because nobody want foreskin on your pork.
God, sorry children.
Don't steal Uncle Roger catchphrase.
And what Vincenzo said is very true. In Western cuisine, we don't normally wash the rice. We need that starch to make paella, to make risotto, to make rice pudding. I mean, I've never had a risotto where you get a little pebble in there and you break a tooth. I've never had that happen, but I'm not saying it's impossible.
We are going to cook the rice in a rice cooker.
That's amazing. He's second white person to have rice cooker after Uncle Joshua.
I think Vincenzo just made a new friend.
Cover the rice with the chicken sauce.
Nice.
Now we put the lid on.
Hiya, but Vincenzo, your rice cooker too basic. This for student, this rice cooker. You 600,000 subscriber. Get better rice cooker. Stop spending money on your orange polo and get baby elephant brand rice cooker. This brand really need to sponsor Uncle Roger. I talk about this rice cooker so many times now. Soji people, sponsor Uncle Roger.
I feel the same way with Thermomix like Uncle Roger does with his little Soji Rushi. I've used the Thermomix in every single kitchen in 3 different countries. That's saying a lot about their quality considering how many professional kitchens actually use them. And not just professional kitchens, the amount of people that I know that have a Thermomix at home. I would love a sponsorship.
The rice should look like this the day after, nice and dry.
Look nice, look nice.
To make the perfect egg fried rice, we need simple ingredients. That's what food is all about, simplicity.
No, it's not just simple. You need simple and correct. Like Jamie Oliver, his recipe so simple, but wrong as shit.
In the beginning with the Jamie jokes, it wasn't personal, obviously, because Uncle Roger's playing a character, but now I think it's getting personal. I really do. Also, one thing that Jason Atherton and Phil Carmichael, my old chefs, always say is to keep things simple in the kitchen. Now that doesn't mean to make something disgusting, no, but that means to not overcomplicate something when you don't have to make the dish taste super delicious. Also meaning the quality of the ingredients, which is very important.
Start from the shallot. Hello?
Shallot, good.
Uncle Roger believes onions are not good enough. Onions are for cheap people.
Not cheap people. I say it for poor people.
Then we're gonna use 3 garlic cloves. I think
Nice garlic, good. Correct.
Here I have a beautiful homemade chili jam.
Hiya.
Oh, he's now the egg fried rice guardian angel.
Why he putting myself in there? Uncle Roger don't even need to review. You already have my review in your video. Hiya.
I was going to say, the chili jam is not to be used in this recipe. So you make it and keep it in the fridge. For this recipe, we're
good.
gonna use a fresh chili.
I don't think Jamie is ever going to live down the chili jam joke. I really don't. And the funny thing is that the paella video that Jamie made got more flack than the egg fried rice video.
Uno de los cocineros más famosos del mundo, el británico Jamie Oliver, ha provocado un enorme revuelo con su receta de la paella.
So I recommend you to use sambal. It's a nice...
Sambal, good choice. Like Uncle Gordon, he used sambal in his egg fried rice. But Uncle Roger, I prefer Malaysian sambal belacan, not sambal ulik.
Can anyone that's more familiar with the products explain the differences between the two sambals down below?
Spring onion, we're gonna
Correct.
use. Then I'm gonna use 4 eggs. I'm gonna get
Nice.
sesame oil, soy sauce,
Nice.
pepper,
All ingredient correct so far?
virgin olive oil.
Wait, yeah.
I'm joking.
Don't joke around like that. Olive oil is sensitive topic for Uncle Roger.
There's nothing wrong with olive oil. It's just that that flavor doesn't always go with other ingredients. And Rachel Ray used it to make adobo. Filipino adobo, not Mexican adobo.
Uncle Roger gonna start a group called Just Stop Olive Oil.
Guys, if you want to add any other ingredients, you can. You can use vegetables.
Don't use vegetable. Vegetable tastes like sad.
No, vegetables are good for you, Uncle Roger. Vegetables are good for you, Uncle Roger.
Yeah, but so is prostate exam. Uncle Roger don't want that with my egg fried rice. Hiya.
That's not a pleasant image, yeah?
I'll tell you one thing. I went to the shop to buy this, and this is all in Chinese.
MSG.
English is gourmet powder.
For you.
It means it's good. I don't want to know what's inside. I don't know what's inside.
You don't know what inside? It's so easy. MSG is salt on crack. So inside it's salt and crack.
I wonder how many people have actually tried it since they watched Uncle Roger believing it was something else. And a subscriber pointed this out, but when Uncle Roger says
For you.
in Spanish means it was me.
Let's cut our ingredients, and I'm using a small knife.
Big Chinese cleaver. Not bad, not bad.
We want to cut the shallot.
Nice chopping.
Now we finally chop the garlic.
No, that's not how you're supposed to chop garlic for egg fried rice. You're supposed to chop them to tiny pieces like your shallot. Why you slice them? Who want to have slice of garlic in your egg fried rice? You're just eating the egg fried rice, then you get hit by big slice of garlic. Who want that? that? So weird. Is this some Italian cooking technique or something?
Normally when you brunoise the shallots, you also want to do the same with the garlic, so it's the same size, it cooks at the same time. It may be that Vincenzo didn't want to burn the garlic. The smaller you cut it, the faster it burns. And that image of Kay burning the you-know-what out of her garlic making that egg fried rice still haunts my dreams.
Also, you have big Chinese cleaver. Use it to smash your garlic first so your garlic don't run around.
So much shallots and garlic, I'm starting to cry over here. Oh, I don't know how Uncle Roger does it.
Very simple. Uncle Roger used up all my tear when Auntie Helen left. My heart's so empty, just like the fridge.
After the jump in food prices recently, I'm sure Uncle Roger isn't the only one with an empty fridge.
We're gonna get 2 egg yolks and 2 entire eggs. And now we're gonna whisk the eggs. Whisk, whisk.
Hiya, just use chopstick to whisk egg. Real Asian people, we don't have whisk in house. We never use this even to make cake. We just use chopstick. Hiya, Vincenzo. Italian people don't know how to use chopstick, is it?
It's not that I don't think he knows how to use one, it's just not very common to whisk and use chopsticks with cooking, at least in Western cuisine it's not.
I'm gonna add the sambal in the eggs, okay? I put it in the egg.
Interesting technique.
When I mix it,
Uncle Roger usually have them separate.
time for cooking, guys. So get a wok and
That not
cook
wok.
the rice.
Where your wok? Where your wok?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, well, this is the wok I make pasta with.
It like Uncle Roger there to help out Uncle Roger.
I don't think I've seen this with cooking before, but Uncle Roger is so unanimous with egg fried rice now that even chefs and home cooks are quoting Uncle Roger when making egg fried rice. That is impressive.
I meant get a wok, a real wok. This is my
This wok looks so nice.
personal wok.
Look at this. It looked like it used before. It has patina. Wok is the only thing in house you want to see black and blue, not your wife.
In 2021, you can use induction, yes?
Real fire, so satisfying. Fuck induction stove. If you have induction stove at home, use real fire and burn it down.
I prefer gas over an induction, however I do prefer an induction over a normal electric stove.
Put vegetable oil in there. If you
Correct?
want.
Cook the wok.
So we just make it hot, spread the oil. This is an important utensil. You do need this spoon, which is perfect for egg fried rice. Okay.
Uncle Roger preferred the round bottom ladle. You know, like the one Chef Wang Gang used? Because that one you can use to punch the rice to loosen it up. And Vincenzo, this spatula also looked a bit too small. Let's see how it looked with his wok later.
There's also a difference in the way that you work when using a ladle versus a spatula. That's why when you see a lot of professional, say Chinese chefs, they can actually flip the rice into the ladle.
This was recommended to me by the lady at the Asian grocery store. She said, get this one because this is the one I use.
Hiya, I don't think she even worked there. Vincenzo, stop asking random old Asian lady stuff.
And now we're gonna cook the shallots. and
Shallots
the
go in.
Garlic, okay?
Correct. And garlic. Good, good.
Until they're ready.
I can almost smell it from here.
Ooh. And this is what we do.
See? What I tell you? His spatula a bit too small.
The ladle may be a bit small, but his wok is nice and hot. This is important.
It's gonna take a couple of minutes, no more.
His hand going into the wok. Compare that size to Uncle Wang Gang ladle size. Vincenzo's spatula too small. I wonder what else too small about him. Sorry, children.
He's awful. It's a good thing that Vincenzo's a nice guy because I don't think a lot of people would take that lightly.
Put the egg. Ready?
Oh, this the egg mixed with the sambal together.
God, beautiful. Okay, now let's add the...
Hiya, the egg look a bit muddy. That's why Uncle Roger always separate the egg from the sambal.
I don't think that's the reason because if you actually look at what Vincenzo did, he undercooked the eggs. He didn't fully cook them. Making scrambled eggs or any omelets, especially in say Western cuisine, French cuisine, this is a good thing. You don't want to overcook the eggs. However, if we take a look at say Chef Wang Gang, when he makes his egg fried rice, he cooks the eggs separately, and when he cooks them until they are fragrant, so they're fully cooked. It's not when they're just slightly undercooked.
Okay, now let's add the rice, which I'm gonna get with my hands.
He just using feeling. Enough. I think maybe a bit too much rice for the size of his wok.
Let's put the shallots.
Now this I do agree with. His wok is a little smaller, so when you're using a smaller pan to cook with, you just add a smaller portion to it and you have to cook multiple times if you want to make a lot. Or you get a much bigger wok like what Chef Wang Gong was using. Then again, you also need somewhere to keep it, and it's not easy if you have a small place keeping a wok this big in your house.
Spring onion garnish, last step. Nice, good.
Stir, stir, stir all your ingredients.
See? Too much rice, the rice almost falling out of wok. Hiya, spatula too small, wok too small, everything about Vincenzo too small. Feel bad for his wife.
It's being so cheeky.
Gonna add some pepper.
Pepper good.
Let's put a nice amount of soy sauce.
Soy sauce correct.
Generous with the soy sauce.
Okay, enough.
Be
Enough.
generous.
Enough. Hi. Stop.
Yeah, you
Stop.
don't count
Enough. Hiya. That too much soy sauce. It's gonna be so salty. Your whole fried rice gonna just taste like soy sauce, Vincenzo. You just need one splash soy sauce on the side of wok. That's it. You're pouring soy sauce in there like you're pouring white wine sauce for pasta.
It's also the fact that the wok looks to be not as hot as it should be. If you've never recorded yourself while you're cooking, it's not the same thing as just cooking at home.
Let's put sesame oil. And again,
Okay,
be
don't
generous
put
with
too
sesame
much.
oil.
Enough.
Yes,
Enough. Hi.
let's be
Stop.
generous.
Don't be so generous. Be a bit more stingy with your sesame oil. Fried rice and everything in life, it's about balance. He put so much oil in there. Dubai just called. They want their oil back.
And now again, let's mix. I love doing this.
Nice tossing also.
Toss. Let's make sure the soy sauce, the sesame oil makes love with the egg fried rice.
Hiya, don't use make love and egg fried rice in same sentence. That's how Uncle Roger get fired from Chinese restaurant.
Uncle Roger got fired from a Chinese restaurant? I don't think I've seen that one.
Uncle Roger, favorite time, MSG.
MSG is king of flavor. Hiya, you put Uncle Roger in there too much now. Don't put me on cloud. You make me look like I dead and gone to heaven. Of course Uncle Roger going to heaven. Anyone who roasts Jamie Oliver automatically get entry to heaven.
To be very honest, I would pay to see Jamie challenge Uncle Roger. I really would.
Woo! Yeah!
Maybe one day it'll happen. Who knows?
Let's put as much as we can. Come on. Okay. Oh,
Okay,
is that enough, Uncle
again.
Roger? Is that enough, Uncle Roger?
Too much again. I know many nieces and nephews surprised that Uncle Roger say too much MSG. Correct, because when Uncle Roger making egg fried rice video, I learned MSG need to be about balance also.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's snowing on the egg fried rice.
Oh, is that enough?
Look at this, look at this. You're trying to make egg fried rice, not remaking Narcos. Vincenzo using MSG like how he using Parmesan on pasta. It's so weird seeing him use all Italian technique but on Asian food.
Vincenzo, be honest, how salty was that egg fried rice? I mean, it really had to be salty.
It looked good, good color. Look like it tastes delicious.
Oh, I agree. The end result does look good.
Can you see the rice? See, they're all individual. They're not.
And a little bit sharp. That not bad.
It's not wet. It's dry enough. This is.
It look nice.
Uncle
Roger hungry now.
Love it.
Vincenzo fried rice not bad. Ingredient all correct. You just need to learn how to chop garlic properly and get the proportion right. Because now he using feeling, but it more Italian feeling than Asian feeling. That cause he usually make Italian food video anyway. So that okay. Thank you again, niece and nephew, for 4 million subscribers. Bye-bye.
Uncle Roger has gotten good at reviewing egg fried rice, and I think Vincenzo did do a good job. And at the beginning, it looked like Vincenzo made 2 different types of egg fried rice. In any case, be sure to check out Vincenzo and Uncle Roger's channel after seeing this video. And if you're not subbed to them, then be sure to subscribe to them, and me as well, if you wouldn't mind. Be sure to check out this next video coming up here. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other ideas or, suggestions for other videos or recipes to review. And I'll see you again very soon. Until then, take care.
Estamos en tu mente, gozándonos la vida es más que suficiente. Yeah.